All right, welcome to Book It Live. Let's just pretend that other part didn't happen. Okay, Book It Live, here we go. This is Book It Live. Every week we come to you with several exciting segments, including Read It. We'll talk about books. Yay, I love books. We'll talk about drawing with our Draw It segment. I'll teach you how to draw something, and then I'll draw a couple of requests. I know one request we had last week was a Titan. I've looked it up, and we'll see. Maybe I'll get it this week. Make It. This week we'll talk about making something. I wonder what it'll be. And what does this one say? Ask It. That'll be your chance to ask me a question about something. And is there another one? Did I miss one? And it's, oh yeah, Show It. Show It is our little show and tell segment. So let's put these cards away and get started with our first card, Read It. All right. So by the way, before I start talking about books, let me talk about you guys. I'm really glad that you tuned in. It makes me really happy to see you all waving at me and all that stuff. I really appreciate it. I hope you're interested in my book choice today. Today's book choice is actually two books. One old book from when I was a kid, so it must be really old. And the other is a brand new book. Actually, two brand new books. Let's have a look. Here's our old book. Richard Scarry's Cars and Trucks and Things That Go. Of course, I don't just limit it to just this particular Richard Scarry book. Richard Scarry is awesome. Absolutely awesome. The books are packed and packed. The Cars and Trucks books are all packed with vehicles and things. So much stuff in these books. If you happen to have one of these books in your house, it is a perfect quarantine book, because if you're stuck at home, you've got time to go through and look in every one of these drawings for Goldbug. Where's Goldbug? Here's Goldbug on the cover, and Richard Scarry has hidden Goldbug in all the drawings somewhere. And man, you really got to look to find him. I'm telling you, that's a fun thing to do, and I know from experience. I'm not just saying that. I went through the book the other day and found Goldbug everywhere. He's hard to find. All right, so I love the Richard Scarry books. I spent a long time poring over these when I was a kid. I'm sure a lot of other people did too. What I think is really great is that there's an artist out there continuing the Richard Scarry tradition, and that's Raul III. Where's Raul III's book? He actually has two new books out. Vamos, Let's Go to the Market, and Vamos, Let's Go Eat. And I especially wanted to show you Let's Go Eat today because now the books are already a lot like Richard Scarry. They're just packed with drawings and crazy animals and good stuff. But this book in particular is packed with vehicles. Food trucks especially. Lots and lots of food trucks. Raul III just blows my mind how he's able to come up with this stuff. And some of it, I think even Richard Scarry would be impressed by, like the chicken dinner truck there. There is so much great stuff in these books. If you can get a hold of one, if your library is offering curbside pickup and you can get one from them, if you can order one from your independent bookstore, let me tell you, this book is a great book to have at home right now. And of course, so would the Richard Scarry book be. So that's my book talk. I just absolutely love both of these books. Actually, all three of these books. They're all great, and I appreciate you checking them out. If you check them out, if you have a book that you would like me to talk about next time, you can write to me on Instagram or Twitter or wherever with the hashtag #BookItLive. I'd like to find out if there's a book you'd like me to feature on here. For right now, though, I think we're going to move on to our next segment, which is inspired by both Richard Scarry and Raul. What I decided to do the other day was to see if I could learn some stuff from Richard Scarry by copying some of his drawings. And I did. I copied some of the drawings. I really learned a lot about how he puts vehicles together. And I used all that to come up with my own idea, Moonbuggies. I decided to start drawing Moonbuggies. And I'm going to show you how to draw a Moonbuggy in our segment. Did I drop the cards again, or did I just hide the cards again? I'm going to show you how to draw Moonbuggies in our segment, Draw It. Are you ready? I'm going to show you how to draw a Moonbuggy, and you don't have to be as talented as Richard Scarry or Raul III to draw one of these Moonbuggies. So let me get my drawing board out here. We'll slide this over. All right. Now you may remember that I've taught you in the past couple episodes how to draw a duck, right? You guys remember the duck? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start off by drawing the duck. We're not going to draw it too big though, because we want to have some room for the Moonbuggy. The duck is going to be the Moonbuggy pilot. Okay, here we go. So if you remember how to draw the duck, it's a U, another U, and another U. This is what Cece taught us in our very first episode of Book It. She taught us how to draw stuff with U's. She's smart. She's really smart. This is a great way to draw. So there's our duck. We just put a couple dots there, a couple bigger dots there, and there's our duck. Now, if you didn't tune in before, you may be wondering, where's the rest of the duck? When are we going to learn how to draw the rest of the duck? You don't need to draw the rest of the duck. That's the whole point. That's why in previous episodes we put it in a cartoon frame, a comic book frame, but we're going to do something different this time. We're going to draw a big U around him, like that, and then down here and down here. You can see where this is headed, right? That's the Moonbuggies' little space pod part. Now we're going to add a little detail here to make it more believable. We're going to add some little dots to make it look like it's been riveted together. Okay? We'll talk a little bit more about that kind of stuff in a minute. But first I want to show you now how you're going to draw the rest of the vehicle. You may be thinking, gee, it's going to be really hard to draw a Moonbuggy. No, it's not going to be hard to draw a Moonbuggy. Moonbuggies are great because, now cars can be hard to draw, right? That's because everybody knows what a car looks like. So if you draw a car and get it a little bit wrong, everybody's going to tell you that it's wrong. Or they may even say, that's not what cars look like, or you made a mistake. They cannot say that when you draw a Moonbuggy. A Moonbuggy can look like anything you want it to look like. If somebody complains about your Moonbuggy, just look at them and go, I guess you don't know very much about Moonbuggies. Moonbuggies can look like anything you want, so you draw it any way you want. I'm just going to give you some tips, okay? Here's my first tip is always draw room for 6 wheels. That means 3 on each side. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. And that's just a minimum. You can put as many wheels. You can do a whole lot of little ones if you want to, however you want to do it. Next step, so that's just 3 U's. Next step, you're going to go back and you're going to make a little loop around each one like this. Whoop. And then draw over, and then whoop, and then draw over, and whoop. Like that. This Moonbuggy is coming together. Can you see the Moonbuggy part of it already? Now, as far as the tires, car tires are hard to draw. Moonbuggy tires, they're easy to draw. Watch. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's my moon music, by the way, that I was singing for you there. So there we go. Now, if you want to, you can add some extra. You can show where the other side's tires are back in there if you want to. That's not really necessary, but that's up to you if you want to do it. Now, let's see. What are you going to do? You're going to draw the outline of it. What's it going to look like? Anything. It can look like anything you want. If you can just draw it bloop, bloop, if you want to, and be done with it real quick. Or you can draw some kind of funky shape. Yeah. Is that what a Moonbuggy looks like? Yes. Yes, it is. Let's draw another shape here in the back. Okay. That's kind of a weird shape in the back. I wonder what the reason for that is. So now we're going to go through and we're going to sort of try to make sense of some of this stuff. What if these are some kind of rocket tubes? And that's how it propels itself, okay? And then up here, maybe we've got some kind of liquid up here, and it's got a hose that goes down to that part. And maybe up here, maybe this is some kind of pincher. This is some kind of giant pincher that he uses to go around and pick up moon rocks or something. So we'll put a few details in here, like that. Now, when you just add random details to especially to any kind of spaceship, that's called greebling. Anybody ever heard of greebling? You ever look at the Millennium Falcon, how it's got all those little bits and pieces on there? That's greebling. So that's how you make a Moonbuggy. You can add anything else you want, maybe some antennas on it. Just about anything you add to it is going to make sense. And now you're going to draw a shadow under it. Now don't draw the shadow right under it. We're on the moon. We're zooming, we're bouncing through the air because there's low gravity. So you're going to draw a line down here like this. Surface of the moon there, maybe some craters. You just drawn a moon buggy. Wasn't that easy? Yeah, it was really easy. All right, so now I'm going to draw a couple of your school mascots in moon buggies. The school mascot that we got requested last time that I couldn't figure out was a Titan. I actually went online and looked up Titans, and apparently there's different kinds of Titans, but one kind of Titan that you see a lot is, looks kind of like a Roman knight or something. So I'll just draw this Roman knight. I wonder if the person that wanted the Titan is back this week or not. And they're always grumpy. I don't know. I guess it's not very pleasant being a Titan. The Titans are always grumpy in all the pictures. So there's our Titan. There. I forgot to draw that. There we go. And we'll just have to make that a thicker line there. There's our Titan in his moon buggy. 1, 2, 3. All right. Are you guys writing in some suggestions? Haven't seen any suggestions come up. Send in your school mascot. Tell me what your school mascot is. I'll draw it driving a moon buggy here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that is some weird looking moon buggy. I don't know what all these things do. Okay, I'm not sure. Let's see here. It looks like there's some kind of thing up on the front. Okay, there's our Spartan and a moon buggy. All right, did we hear anybody? Did we get anybody here with school mascot? Did we get any school mascots? Let me look at the thing real quick. Somebody asked for a husky. Didn't we do a husky the other week? I think I did a husky recently. A couple people here are asking for cats. I don't know if a cat is your school mascot or not, but whoops. Okay, there we go. I don't know if a cat's your school mascot or not. A panther. Maybe a panther is a school mascot. All right, let's do a panther. Let's see here. Panther. I don't know what a panther looks like, so I'll draw a cat and then I'll try to make it look fierce. So there's our cat. You guys have seen my technique for drawing cats, right? Does that look like a fierce panther? I'm not sure if it does. I'll give it some teeth. Is that looking like a fierce panther? Yes. That looks... Oh, yeah, it's very fierce. Very fierce panther. Okay, there we go. We're making good progress here. There's our thing. I forgot to tell you one of the best parts about the moon buggy. When you draw a car, you have to try to draw a steering wheel. Steering wheels are really hard to draw. It's hard to get them right. Moon buggies just have control rods like this. And then you draw a little paw up there running the control rod and a little tail. This guy's ready to go. I think I'm going to give him 4 wheels on his moon buggy, on each side of his moon buggy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And I don't want to take up too much more time, so I'm just going to go ahead and draw this thing. There we go. This is his, I don't know what this does. It looks like a rhinoceros or something here. He's got some lights here. Back here, this is like some radio equipment or something. There we go. Some of that kind of stuff. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. There's a panther driving a moon buggy. All right, I hope you've learned how to draw a moon buggy today. Or something. I hope you learned how to draw something. Let's see what's next. Oh, man, it might be time for our special guest. Is it time for our special guest? Let's find out. Yes, it's time for our special guest. I have a special guest joining us today on Make It. Let's see if I can... Okay, there we go. I got a special guest this time on Make It. I'm just going to step away, and our special guest will be joining you. Our special guest today, the Mona Lisa. The Mona Lisa will be joining us in just a moment. All right, here we go. Hold on a second. I'm leaving so that the Mona Lisa can come and be our special guest. Are you ready? Hey, everybody, it's me, the Mona Lisa. How you doing out there? Sure am glad you tuned into Tom's TV show. I hear it's really good. Really high-quality stuff. Yes, folks, this is today's Make It. You can make me the Mona Lisa. So how do you make the Mona Lisa? Well, first you draw the Mona Lisa on a piece of foam board or a piece of cardboard or even on the outside of a paper bag. See, this is what it looks like when you're done drawing it. Now you might say to yourself, I don't know how to draw the Mona Lisa. You don't have to know how to draw the Mona Lisa. Tom has a video on YouTube about how to draw the Mona Lisa, and it's really easy. It's made all of smiles. Look at this whole thing. Everything is, see this smile? Every line on here is just a different smile in a different direction. It's easy to draw. Once you've drawn it, you're going to cut it out like that. And by the way, don't cut it out with your face this close to it. That's not a good idea. So you cut this out, and now you go around and you walk around and you greet people as the Mona Lisa. Of course, you're not going to do that while we're quarantining. So instead, the next time you have a Zoom meeting or any kind of Skype or web phone call of any kind, show up. The other people are going to have some kind of lousy backdrop. You're going to be the Mona Lisa. Won't you be great that way? All right. Thank you so much for taking a moment to meet me, the Mona Lisa. And now I'm going to let Tom come back on. Here he comes. He left. He's gone. He fled. He's been embarrassed. He's embarrassed and he's hiding. I'll see if I can get him back. All right. I look like I used to do when I was a teenager. Wait. Here we go. Oh, there we are. Hey, everybody. It's me, Tom Angelberger. I'm back. I hope you enjoyed that segment. Who's out there in TV land talking to us? I saw Superfolder Ora Gandalf out there. I see, oh, I know that guy. Yeah, I know that guy. The Sam Bolt. And Guillermo's out there. This is fantastic. I'm so glad you guys tuned in. I really appreciate it. All right, that was Make It. Now it's time for Show It. What are we going to show this time? Well, I thought I would show something a little different this time. So this is an idea I picked up. You guys know Tony DiTerlizzi and Ange DiTerlizzi. They're children's book authors. Tony wrote the Spiderwick books with Holly Black and a lot of other books. And then Ange has a lot of books, including a brand new book called The Magical Yet. Anyway, I was hanging out with them one time, and they had this great idea. They had this little kit, and it was Play-Doh or some kind of goop or something. But when you open it up, it wasn't just Play-Doh. There were some eyeballs in there. It instantly made it a lot of fun. It instantly made it a lot more fun to play with. So what I did was I just got a cheap thing of Play-Doh and a couple of little plastic eyeballs, and I just keep them in there for any time I need to do something creative, anytime I want to do something fun, but don't really have an idea. The eyeballs really help give me an idea. So pull the two eyeballs out of there. Let's see. Oh, don't get them lost down in there. There's the two eyeballs, and then I pull the Play-Doh out. Don't need all of it, just some of it. Now I'm going to have orange fingernails. If you see my fingernails looking orange, you'll know where that came from. Okay, and so now you just make something. You put those eyeballs on there. It's going to look really good. Oh, yeah, it's looking good already. What is it? Let's see here. We will give it a smile. Well, that's a good start. That's a good start. Maybe we'll make this into more of a mouth. You can make anything you want. It's just the eyeballs instantly make everything better. I think I'm going to turn it into like a fish. I'm going to give it a little fin up here and a little tail back here. It really doesn't matter what you make. It's going to look good because of those big old eyeballs. So that's our Make It suggestion for today. We're doing pretty good, I think. We've covered just about everything. We've made it, we've showed it, we've read it, we've drawn it. The only thing left is ask it. This would be a great chance. If any of you have ever wanted to ask me something, this is your chance to ask me something. You can ask me to draw something. You can ask me for some information. You can ask me to say hi. I'm glad to say hi. Anything you want to ask. So I see some messages down there at the bottom. I don't see any questions yet. Maybe I should make up a question. If nobody asks a question soon, I'll have to make up one. It could be potentially embarrassing. So write in with a question if you got one. Anybody got a question? Anybody need to know anything? I'm not getting any questions. Oh, hey, Guillermo wants me to say hi. Hi, Guillermo. How's it going? Guillermo is one of the best super folders over on the origamiyoda.com website. So the Brookster wants me to answer the question, do I love trains? Yes, I love trains. We have trains. If one was going by, I could turn the camera around. You could see the train going by. We live right near the train tracks. Let's see. Morgan asked, when are the next video instructions coming out? Oh my gosh, dude! I just put up the latest thing of video instructions. I've put up the Mandalorian and Ahsoka and Baby Yoda and the Porg and the Animal Crossing puppets. You want more? Well, let me know what you want me to fold, and I'll see if I can fold it. All right. Somebody wrote something in. Looks like a message for somebody else. It doesn't look like that's for me. Somebody else asked me, which Origami Yoda book is my favorite? Let's get a look at the books here. Oh, this isn't all of them. This is just the first 3. I love all the Origami Yoda books. To me, they're one big story, so it's hard to pick any of them. I really am happy with Darth Paper. I always thought Darth Paper turned out really good. I really enjoyed Darth Paper. But, of course, Origami Yoda is really close to me because it really changed my life. And then Emperor Pickletine, I was pretty happy with how I ended the whole story. Okay, a few people have popped past. One of them said, yeah, somebody named Chaos Times is right again. I don't know. I think they've got the wrong number. All right, let's see here. Somebody asked me how many books I've written. I've written over 30 books. How many more am I going to write? I know I'm going to do more Geronimo Stiltons. I'm going to do more books set in the Inspector Flytrap universe. That's now called the Flytrap Files. There will be more books coming in that. Oh, man, I've got a crazy project I'm working on, actually, now. I'm starting to think it's too crazy. I've been thinking about putting it away, just thinking it's too weird. All right, folks, I have had a great time talking to you this week. It has been so much fun. I really look forward to seeing you every week here on Book It Live. Let me get the Book It Live thing back out, and I'll remind everybody how it works. Book It Live happens every Wednesday at 1 Eastern, 12 Central, 11 Mountain, and 10 Pacific. I keep seeing these strange messages come up. I apologize. Somebody, by the way, is asking me if I send out books. I don't send out books myself, but I partnered with a bookstore called Imaginations in Blacksburg, Virginia, and I sign books. I drop them off at the store, and then they'll send them out to you, of course, if you buy them from the store. So look on my website. There's a link for that. Guillermo wrote, Geronimo Stilton was great. Hey, thanks, Guillermo. I appreciate that. How do you read that already? Sarah J. Root wants me to say hi. Hi, Sarah J. Root. All right. Brookster says they're ready to go to Pizza Hut. Well, this isn't a commercial, but yeah, let's head over to the Pizza Hut as soon as things reopen. Maybe I'll see you down there, Brookster. All right, guys, I'll see you next Wednesday. Thanks a lot, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I had a great time talking to you. See you next week, and may the pizza, the books, and the Force be with you.